Hey y'all, today we're gonna talk about the Sambia and the Amazon tribes. There are several rituals and customs that make part of the day to day in some communities and that define their culture. We have decided to investigate some that are not commonly talked about or that are defined taboo, not only to feed our curiosity but also to share this information with you guys. Sexuality has been and it is still a difficult subject to talk about. In our culture, many find it inappropriate to speak about publicly, or some others find it as a sinful thing to do when it's done to pleasure yourselves. In the indigenous tribes of Zambia and Amazon, they have a set of sexual customs and norms that everybody in the community is obliged to comply with. First of all, nature is very important to both cultures as they feel a connection in which they find power and strength. Also, the nose, it's very important for both cultures. It represents bravery. For the Zambia, they make their nose bleed when the wife is menstruating, and for the Amazon boys, they get their septum pierced to demonstrate their new stages. Some of the difference that we can find in between both of the tribes is that in the culture of the Amazon, children can participate in sexual acts at home and they have contact with the female gender in their adolescence. While the Sambia isolate their male adolescents and they learn the practice of sexuality from the elderly men. Also, the indigenous people of Zambia consider that the amount of strength that they have depends on the amount of semen that they have in their bodies. While for the Amazon, the amount, actually, the Mother Nature is the one that is the giver of strength. And finally, while the Zambia teach the boys that women are dangerous and emasculating, and they isolate from them, the Amazon consider that women are important piece of their communities. If there's no women, there will be no men, there will be no animals or jungle.
Because men in Zambia culture should not penetrate it very deep, since they can be contaminated by women, while the indigenous people in the Amazon enjoy the sexual act to the fullest without any perversions. Indigenous people in the Amazon consumes substances like the ayahuasca to enrich their intercourses, but in the Sambia tribe, those hallucinogens are not used. The children for the Zambia indigenous are the sample of the masculinization process, and it is also the result of an effective reproduction. But in the Amazon people, for example, when the mother has twins, she must bury one of them because they believe that they cannot support both. Sometimes they are buried with their mother. Both cultures have devoted customs and practices that are totally different from normal in the West. These two cultures, sexuality is associated with strength, power, and respect, which is why initiation is so important for them. In conclusion, we can note that indigenous cultures are indispensable elements within cultural diversity, and despite the fact that they have practices that many are not shared with the Western world, we must respect and value them as valuable cultural heritage for humanity. Thank you very, very much.
Information with others. Sexually has been sexuality
Sexual sexuality.
in their adolescence. While for the Sambia, they are so late. I can say isolate.
The indigenous of the Amazon people enjoy the sexual act to the fullest.